Okay, so we're gonna get this party on and popping. So today I'm going to be doing a Q&A. Last week I asked everyone to submit, a couple questions that they have for me. I got a very good response, so I'm gonna go ahead and look through those questions. I'm not going to call out anyone's names because I wasn't 100% sure. People wanted me to do that. Okay, we're gonna start with question number one. This is a question from Snapchat. Which ethnicity are you? I was born in Canada, the province of Ontario, in the city of Toronto, specifically Scarborough to be exact. And my family is from Jamaica. Where did you grow up? I grew up in Canada, so in Toronto to be exact. Why Korea? Quite a few people have asked me this question. I didn't choose Korea, Korea chose me. Honestly speaking, it just came up one day. It wasn't even really like I'd been watching Korea for a long time. I hadn't been looking into Korean culture or anything. I didn't know that much about Korea at all. I met two people in the same year who had said they had just come back from teaching in Korea. They had saved a lot of money. They had traveled a lot. They were able to do a lot. So I like being adventurous. I like helping others, and I like money. So that's how Korea was chosen. It wasn't like I was like infatuated with the culture or anything. And how do Koreans treat you because you're black? Is there any racism? I'm gonna say yes, there is racism. Do all Korean people treat me terribly because I'm black? Absolutely not. I've been blessed enough to meet quite a few people who have been kind to me here. Some people do give me dirty looks because I am black, but do not let that discourage you. And what's my name? My name's Nisi. How you mean? How you mean? Okay, let's move on to another question. What is the most challenging thing that you've had to deal with since being in Korea, and how did you cope with it? But I think one of the most challenging things I've had to deal with since living in Korea is the lack of multiculturalism, which obviously this is a homogenous country. The fact that because I am black, I am not always welcome. I honestly grew up in Canada. I grew up in Toronto to be exact, and we are super duper multicultural and super diverse. I'm used to being around people that look like me and people who don't look like me. However, if they don't look like me, they don't make me feel unwelcome. So I feel like that's one thing that I really did have to overcome. The fact that people are going to stare at me, the fact that people might not like me. I kind of had to step outside of my comfort zone, which is being accepted, and realize that not everyone's going to like you, and that's okay. Okay, I think maybe a secondary thing that I did have to overcome was the cultural barrier here. I had that language barrier. I didn't prepare myself enough prior to coming. I didn't learn the language enough. I didn't do all of that. So it was kind of terrifying walking outside of my house. But I overcame that. The way that I overcame that is the way that I usually overcome most of my struggles, most of my obstacles in life. Maybe in a week, maybe 2 weeks, maybe a month from now, I would be looking back on this moment where I felt defeated and I felt down and out. I'd be looking back on it like, psh, defeated weird. Down and out weird. So that's how I always look at all of my obstacles, and I advise other people to do that as well. But think about yourself a month from now. What important lessons have you learned on your journey thus far? Whew. I've learned quite a few things. In terms of friendships, not everyone's heart is as good as yours. This is something that I was learning continuously, but the person who brought it to light for me, if you guys know Kimmy Sparks, she's the person that brought it to light for me. Realizing that not everyone is your friend. Not everyone is going to treat you the same way that you treat them. That is a lesson I had to learn. Are you Christian? Yes. And that's a faith that I was born into, and that is definitely what I am. I am really interested in teaching in Korea and want to know if you are TEFL certified. If so, is there a company you recommend that is reputable but won't take all of my coins? Girl. Hey! Yeah, I am TEFL certified. However, I only did an online course. I signed up through my recruiter. I went with Eye to Eye, and that worked out perfectly fine for EPIK. If you are looking into doing EPIK, double check with your recruiter to see if an online TEFL is still okay. I know it still is, but they're trying to phase that out kind of. Especially if you want to work in Busan, you have to have the online and in-class. Whereas Daegu, Seoul, I think all the other cities are okay with only online. And do you have any Korean friends? Boys, girls. I just want to say you are really funny and beautiful. Love you. I love you too. Love you too, girl. Yes, I do have Korean friends. I have quite a few of them. They're super cool. I like them a lot. Very open-minded, and they're always willing to learn. They asked if I experienced racism a lot in Korea, and if so, how do I deal with it? Racism does occur here, as I said. How do I deal with it? Especially when it comes to staring, people giving me dirty looks and whatnot. I just keep it moving. Like, at first it used to really bother me, especially when I knew it was because I was black, but I just decided to keep it moving. Do you have to have a bachelor's in English to teach in Korea? And what did you get a degree in? No, you do not have to have a bachelor's in English to teach in Korea, though it is an asset. My degree, however, was a honors BA in psychology. And what skin products do you use? Your skin is amazing. For the most part, I drink a lot of water. Water is my favorite drink next to alcoholic beverages. Right here, the Innisfree Jeju Volcanic Pore Scrub Foam. It is my life. This will save your life. So I'll do a whole skincare video. This is a question I get a lot as well. What made you want to start YouTube videos? I wanted to start making YouTube videos because I wanted to share my truth. I wanted to talk about my experience teaching in Korea, because as much as I had seen videos prior to coming here, I felt like none of them hit the heavy issues such as racism. None of them really told you, hey, you're gonna come here and they might not like you. And I'm not saying you should focus on the negative. However, you need to be very honest with people when you're telling them, and to inspire people like myself, young black women, young black men, whoever, to travel, even though sometimes we aren't wanted. And so, it doesn't matter if you don't like me because I'm still here now. What is your ideal type of Korean man and other race? I didn't come here with a desire to date Korean men, so I don't have necessarily an ideal Korean man. I was on Tinder and whatnot, but I just found that it was a lot of fetishizing on there. I saw booty call written all over those 1 a.m. messages, like, I'm good, thanks, bye. I'm more than my skin, I'm more than, you know, my different hair, I'm more than all of that. So I was just like, no. So my ideal partner in general, someone funny, cool, caring, patient, because I don't have any of that. Intellectual, someone who knows what they're going. Another question, do you plan to live in other countries other than SK? Now that I've lived abroad, I might consider other countries. Japan seems cool. Spain, that might be cool too. So the question was, would you ever do a draw my life video? So this is my board, okay, this is my mark. This is the sum of how well I draw. I don't think I'll be doing a draw my life anytime soon. Is your family supportive of you in Korea? Of course they are. My mom is she's just so damn proud. Everyone tells me how proud they are of me on a regular basis. I get used as the example child. Do you have any pets, and are pets normal in Korea? I had 2 fish. I have no pets at the current moment. I know quite a few people who have cats, because the thing about it is, if you get a pet in Korea, you have to remember that when you do, if you do decide to leave, like, that pet's gonna need a home. It's expensive to bring them home with you. What is your Korean diet like, and is it much different than food at home? There's quite a bit of food that I can't find here. In Korea, they eat a lot of rice. Kimchi is like mandatory. I don't eat kimchi personally because I'm not a fan. There's a lot of pork here. The main difference between Korea and back home for me is the fresh food. The fruits and vegetables are available depending on the season. Back home, you know, they do a whole bunch of stuff to the fruits, but that's the main difference. I'm using more Caribbean food, but that's obviously not here. And the freshness of the food here is 10 times more fresh than it is back home. Would you ever do an outfits video or take us along shopping in Korea to see what it's like? But I'd be down to take you guys shopping with me, show you guys what stores are like and whatnot. This person asked a question about EPIK. My question is, when you apply for EPIK, do you think it hinders your chance if you specify a preferred region? If not, what are the most livest areas? Thank you. If you choose Seoul, and Seoul is your only choice and you won't go anywhere else, that might be an issue because Seoul is highly competitive. Daegu, on the other hand, when I was applying, they were like begging for teachers, so I was good to go. So I don't necessarily say you'll want to say you'll be hindered. Do think about how competitive the area you're going for is going to be. But if you're looking for live, I'd say Busan, Daegu, Seoul might be your best bet. What is your favorite city in Korea? Busan. Any advice to those who want to teach in Korea? Just do it. Don't think about it too much. Don't think about it too much. Oh! Yeah, don't think about it too much. I have a question, Nisi. What's your favorite Korean food? Also, Big Bang's T.O.P. or J Park? Woo! I love donkas. I love donkas. I love cheese donkas. I love regular donkas. I had a sweet potato cheese donkas the other day. Donkas is like a deep fried cutlet. I really like that. And Big Bang's T.O.P. or J Park? I'll say J Park. Okay, so this person said, hi Nisi, thank you for doing the IG live. If you missed my IG live stream, where were you at? My question is about the EPIK program. What made you choose EPIK and how are you currently in it? Pros and cons. I tried to apply to schools on my own and I wasn't having any luck. It was actually one recruiter, I guess she was kind of a recruiter, but kind of not. She called me and she was talking to me and she said, like, would you mind working in like a country area? And I'm like, why can't I live in Seoul? And she said, because they want Caucasian teachers. And at that point is when I realized I had to go with a program to get my foot in the door for Korea, because a lot of these Hagwons specify that they only want white teachers, and that is really unfortunate. So I went with EPIK because they are more open to diversity there, I feel. Also, it's public school, so I have standard hours. I get a lot of vacation time. I get a lot of benefits, and it's more secure because it is a public school system. So that's why I chose EPIK. I wanted more job security. So I like EPIK. Have you ever had any problems with figuring out how to use the Korean subway system? Depending on the city. In cities like Daegu that have 3 lines, no. In cities like Seoul who have more lines, I have encountered, you know, some situations where I've gotten lost or whatnot, but it hasn't been that serious. My question is, what is one thing you wish you could change about the lifestyle in Korea? Ooh, I wish I could change the last minute, no regard for anybody else's time aspect of the Korean culture. There have been too many times when the people at my school have thought it's okay to tell me about something the second before it happens. Not even the day of, and I get a couple hours to prepare, the second before it happens. One day it was picture day. We got messages about this. Messages are in Korean. I didn't pay any mind, but the day before something told me, hey Shanice, translate the message. When I translated the message, guess what? It was picture day the following day. So I put on a dress and I came to work. I looked a little bit better than usual. And literally the second that they were going downstairs, my teacher said, hey Shanice, let's go downstairs, time to take pictures. When were you gonna tell me that? Hey, are you planning on traveling to new countries? If so, which ones? Love your videos, by the way. Thank you very much. I want to travel to the Philippines and Vietnam, Taiwan, oh God, Dubai, Barbados. I know that's not in Asia, but Barbados and Trinidad are on like my bucket list. This person says, hi, I'm a huge fan of your channel and Korean culture. I got some questions that you can hopefully answer. 1, I heard the Korean people act as if they're in their own Korean drama. Ha ha ha. I heard that they like to travel in like their own groups. To act like in Korean dramas, I can't speak on that. What I can speak on is the groups thing. Yes, they have a very collectivist culture here. Therefore, a lot of the things they do will be with other people. Are Korean people quite forward? Like, do they go up to people and ask for numbers, or are they quite shy? Also, at clubs here, people go full out, like wearing really revealing clothes and high heels. Is it like that at clubs in Korea? It looks casual. Korean people are not forward at all. They're very passive aggressive here. They do not usually go to people for their number. Ew, you look sexy tonight. Let me get that number, girl. Let me get that number. You're not gonna get that. Like, it's not that it's not gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. And at clubs, it depends on where you go. Different areas have different dress codes. Next question, is rent cheap in Korea? Also, what are good places to visit over there? Also, restaurant recommendations. I don't have to pay for my rent because my school pays for it, so I can't really speak on that too much. Busan's a really nice place to go and visit. I don't even know restaurants. There's so much good food here. I can't even say here's this one restaurant that you should walk into. So I would say just walk around, and girl, I'm telling you, you will find restaurants left, right, and center, okay? What do you miss the most about Canada? I just miss my Caribbean people. I miss being around people who understand me. Being able to vibe with my friends to music that we know, like dance hall music, soca music. And I miss my family a lot. Do you ever get tired of Korean food? Yes. Next question is, how did you start blogging? So that's traveling. Really traveling as into all the Asian countries I've been so far was more when I moved to Korea. What is your language proficiency in Korean? Not gonna lie to you, I am not fluent in Korean, so I'm not a pro by any means. Working on it, but I'm not there yet. What is teaching in Korea like? Do you have to speak Korean? Teaching in Korea is really cool. Sometimes it can be a little frustrating because they just have a different style here. And no, you don't have to speak Korean to teach here. Whose Chinese food is better, Canadian or Korea? I like Canadian Chinese food better. The next question is, how are you guys affected by what is going on in North Korea? Honestly, everyone here takes them as like bluffs, I guess, which isn't necessarily a good thing, but at the same time, they're not panicked. Like, people of Korea are not panicked, so we're not gonna be panicked either. Was it pretty easy to meet people outside of your program when you came to Korea for? Yes, it was for me. Well, I meet people through other people, or I meet people through different groups. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that Q&A. I'm not finished yet. I actually do have 3 more messages that I do want to read off, but they are asking for advice. So I will be doing a video, an additional video, just giving advice to those people. And yeah, so look out for that this week as well. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. # support the mandam. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and Snapchat, and look out for the advice video that is coming. So as always, it's a peace and it's a love and it's a annyeong.